Hello, this is Broyar, and welcome back to another episode of our Let's Play for Farming Simulator 22 as we continue our Zielonka run here, feeding my kids some silage. Wait, that's not right. Just doing silage right now as we convert over to cereal production. That's what we're going to feed my kids. And we do have a bunch of silage here. Yeah, it should almost all be silage. Let me just fast forward about an hour and just make sure we get everything silage. I just want to see kind of what the price is looking like as it currently stands. Alright, that should all be hopefully silage. Looks like we're good. The only thing we have that's not silage is the stuff we just pulled off the field. So if we can look at our stock counter here. So we got about $50,000 of silage at the best price. That is a lot of, that's good money right there. That's good money. And 42,000 worth raisins, 25,000 for grape juice. Yeah, we're going to be fine. I think we're going to be good. I'm ignoring the honey just because the honey is not, it's not producing at a high enough rate. I kind of just want to save that for the cereal. So we're not going to sell that or anything like that. But the other things are definitely, I mean, they're already enough to buy the cereal factory by itself and still leave us the 88,000 bucks we have in the bank currently. So I think we're going to be okay. A lot of expensive things ahead of us, but I think we're going to be okay. Let's fast forward. We're actually, next month will be the month that we need to harvest our good old oats, isn't it? Yeah. So we're going to be getting our first harvester finally. Or first, like real, like kind of normal harvester, I guess. We've had a vegetable harvester for a while. What else one thing I also want to look at before we go? I don't think so. Let's check the water. Water is not going anywhere, apparently. Maybe I bugged it out, but it's not going anywhere. So water's okay. And then, like I said, grape juice is looking good. So is, well, we might need to go empty the grape juice and the raisins. Look like they're both actually a little bit full. Let's grab our little trailer here. We'll zip over there, get that done. Make sure we have plenty of space to get not get stopped on our production here. Come on, let's go. There we go. Is there more in there? I think there's a little bit more in there, isn't there? Yeah, at least another set. Maybe more. It's kind of throw me off that these are not stacking as, you know, the pallets are not as big as normal pallets, but that's all right. We got at least two more loads left in there. I think there's 400 something odd per. At least that gets that emptied out, ready to continue on its merry way. We'll get the raisins over here. At least the raisins are 1,000 per. Is that really all it's going to load? Okay. That is fine. Scooch up a little bit here and put this right behind this other stuff. All right, 2 more loads of that. That'll be good. And again, what's the month that we're selling both of these? Raisins will be in presumably September, which is coming up in 2 more months, right? And then grape juice is not until February, possibly. Okay, I can handle that. Alrighty, let me just get ready to fast forward. I don't think there's anything else for us to do. We're good to go. Pick out our new harvester. And it doesn't have to be crazy big, but I don't want it to be like one of the tiny ones, I don't think. We'll see. We'll take a look at them all and just kind of get a good price on a reasonably good one. We'll need obviously both the corn header and the oat header. Just to confirm, what I'm looking for up here. Just confirm we are ready to harvest. We are ready to harvest. Okay, let's pick us out a harvester. Like I said, probably not one of these like normal ones that I go with that are really cheap. Kind of want something like a little bit more middle of the ground. Honestly, it's really not one. Like this one's probably the next closest one that's just kind of better than the others, but not like crazy expensive. We'd have to go up to 280,000 bucks to get anything bigger than that. These are still very small headers. 6 meter header for that. 5 meter header for that. Might just come down to whatever header we can get that's reasonably priced. 4 meter header, that we definitely don't want that. I mean, the 6 meter header is the biggest of all of those so far. Do we want to bump up to one of these two then? No, it's an 8.5 meter header, and that's a 7.6 meter header. Yeah, it might just come down right now at this point to just grabbing this New Holland. I mean, again, we don't desperately need it. I just want something a little bit nicer. I mean, I feel like we've earned nicer. How much does it cost to lease this? 2,600 per day. I mean, that's the other thing to think about. Yeah, is it more expensive lease? Yes, it is. But if it goes faster, then we're not having to pay, you know, we'll have to pay that per hour cost here more frequently than we will with the other one. Although the per hour work cost is, you know, there's a big difference there. And it's not like it's quite double or anything like that. This is 6 meters versus 8 meters, 8.5. So but it's not like, I guess my point is it's not as expensive as it looks up front just because it will go faster. We'll just pay that hourly cost less frequently. I'm leaning towards this New Holland. Just something a little bit nicer just because I feel like we deserve it. Because why not? I can see the argument for going with the other one just for money saving reasons. I'm sitting here going back and forth. I'm second guessing myself, guys. Like this Deutz-Fahr would be fine. It would be sufficient. I think they both use the same corn header, don't they? Yeah, they both use the 6 meter corn header. So that part doesn't change. The Deutz-Fahr is just smarter, isn't it? It's just significantly cheaper up front. If we get just loads of money down the road, we can always change and pivot. But just up front, it's just the smarter move. It's still better than at least the little dinky ones that we've gone with before, but it's still overall just better. All right, we'll go with this. I mean, it's fine. Not very exciting, but we're not going for the really super exciting ones anyway, right? Those are like the real expensive ones. So right now we'll just need this header here. Technically, I think you can mix and match headers if you really wanted to, but I'm not going to mess with that, I don't think. We'll just go with the one that's meant for it. So if we wanted a wider header, we could. Actually, you know what? I mean, it would look goofy. I mean, honestly, the John Deere header wouldn't look too bad. 43,000, 48,000. Tempted to go with like, just because it's green, so it at least looks kind of close. Or even the Klaus one, which wouldn't be like that bad. Because I think we could actually carry a better header, can't we? Can't we mix and match headers in this game? I want to say that's a thing I remember. It's gonna look goofy, but this is probably just the best header for the price. I guess I could just go look at headers themselves, make it easier on myself. Yeah, 7.5 meters. 8.5. I mean, I'm not going to go crazy because there is a level of just, it's just not going to support it very nicely. 7.7 is not bad. It's kind of almost the same color. Leaning towards this John Deere just so the color matches a little bit closer than just a glaring yellow one sitting out there. I think we're going to go with it. I think it fits. If it doesn't, then I guess we'll all learn together. But I'm pretty sure these are universal. Otherwise, the red ones that we get for the corn would not be universal eyes also, right? Yep. That's what I thought. I thought they were universal. So that does give us the cheaper harvester, but with the same header that we would have gotten anyway. So the width concern is not a problem with this setup. And, you know, the colors, once they get a little dirty, color will be all right. It's possible this doesn't have the horsepower to push that, but it really wasn't off by horsepower by that much, was it? I think it was 310 versus 350, something like that. So I would imagine it should be fine. We'll find out together. If it's wrong, then live and learn. We do want the swath. So we have that turned on. Yeah, so yes, we do. Because we will want to bale up the straw. All right, let's get our first grain crop of the save. And this thing should be able to go at, if it was on a John Deere, it says it would go at 6 miles an hour. We're definitely going slower. It's having little spurts of like 5 miles an hour. That might just be because we're going up a hill a little bit. Once we get going down this hill, I bet it speeds back up. Yeah, it's going closer to, it's like doing little spurts, which is a little weird. But it's going. Sure, coming back up this hill will be pretty bad, but we might change our mind and go with a different header later. For now, though, it's doing it. We'll live with it. All right, let's grab you to go grab the baler, and we'll start baling up that straw. I don't think we're selling the straw. I think we're just going to save all the straw we can for the cows when that comes along. Although we're probably going to have plenty of straw, to be honest. We probably could sell the first load just to get it done. Get a little bit of money for it. Could always return that harvester after this harvest if we decided we want to go ahead and just get with the more expensive harvester and just move on with our merry way. What am I looking for? Oh, I'm looking for the baler. I was like, I got distracted. Oh, you got grass in you. I think it might convert over, like once it gets more straw than grass and becomes straw. I could be wrong, though. We'll find out here in a second. Technically, we could go bigger bales for this, couldn't we? Oh, it only does 150s. Never mind. Probably because it has grass in there already, maybe. Or this one may not do the 180s. So it is picking it up. I think it'll convert to straw in a moment. Or the first bale will just be grass. One of the two. Yeah, there it goes. It does convert to straw as soon as the percentage is more straw. Technically, we got a little bit of free straw there because we had some grass, but that's okay. Straw's actually, that's actually worse for us because the grass is worth more to us, but I'm not super concerned about a couple thousand liters. Oh, this is 7,500 liters just for the same size. That harvester will get this first load set done between the oats and the corn. Again, we might just turn it back in and get a better harvester for the next cycle or something. We'll see. Also save ourselves a big chunk of money by returning the equipment when we're done with it anyway, because we're not going to be harvesting all the time. I mean, I do, once we settle on the equipment we want to keep, I would like to just keep it just so we can eventually buy it, but it doesn't really hurt us to return it now if we're thinking about swapping it later. It's actually to some degree a benefit to us. What is that over there? Is that wheat? It is, what is yellow? Yellow is wheat, yeah. All right, let me get the rest of this field taken care of, and I will bring you guys back in just a bit. All right, we're back. Just wrapping up the last little row here. Almost done. Yeah, this harvester definitely is a bit slow. It might be just being the combination of the header and the hills, so probably we'll return this once we're done with it, with the corn, and plan on getting a better one in the next cycle. That's okay. It did a job well. Just a little bit slower than maybe would have been nice to see. Already unloaded one load of oats into our silo. Glad we got to finally use the silo. Fun. Although it's only going to be temporary because at some point we're going to have the cereal factory. We'll just dump it in there instead. Pretty good amount of oats, actually. I think we got about 13,000 liters, something like that. Again, I don't know exactly how that's going to balance out with the with what the cereal factory needs, but we'll see. All right, if we're gonna return the stuff anyway, we can return the header now. We'll just pick up the other header. I mean, it doesn't really matter where I put it. We'll get that returned. We'll just get the corn header and go on our merry way. So let's return you. Won't need you again for a while. We'll wait and get the corn one later. It's not a big deal. I think it'll run the corn one a little bit better, but we'll see. I mean, we can even see what the horsepower was recommended for that. It actually doesn't have a horsepower recommendation. But yeah, we'll just run probably just the basic Capello corn header here. Pretty expensive. Corn headers are way more expensive than the other headers. Honestly, we might want to just go with one of these other ones. They're all 6 meters. Why pay $10,000 extra when we can just grab with the John Deere here and move on our merry way? So that's that. When are we going to harvest the corn? Corn gets harvested in 2 more months. Actually, no, sorry, 1 more. No, I'm sorry. I was right the first time. 2 more months. We'll harvest at the beginning of October. So that'll work. Probably just not going to bother. We'll pick up the rest of this. Even if we turn it to grass later, it'll be fine. Right, that is all that. Decent amount of straw bales, actually. Let's go drop this off. See how much grain we actually have total. All right, that looks good. Let's check the volume. It's down here. So we have oats, 16, actually 16,000 liters. That's way off. Nice. That's not bad at all. It's actually $12,000 worth of oats right there. Not that we're going to sell it, but kind of interesting to note. Yeah, we got a lot of money just ready to sell once the prices get to a good spot. So we're going to be fine, I think. I mean, we're still going to have to take out a loan for the cows themselves, just because they are just very expensive, but otherwise we're going to be fine, I think. Let me just go grab, what am I going to grab? Let's go, where's my trailer? It's over by the, over there. I see it now. I mean, the one bad thing is these things just don't hold very much in their internal storage, so I do have to come over and empty these out quite frequently. Almost might get to the point where I might want to do the math on the grape juice and just see if it's just better just to sell it automatically, right? Just not even worry about swinging it over here. I think once we get this cereal set up, we might even do that. I mean, it's going to be worth less, but it's still just profit. I mean, it's just still raw profit at the end of the day. It's just less profit and less hassle. Only because the grapes juice doesn't stack very high. I mean, an entire full trailer load would not be very much, actually. All right, let's go pick up our bales and be ready to fast forward. Still need a lot of equipment for the cows, right? We still got to get the TMR mixer. We got to get the straw spreader thing. Which technically, I think I've used the TMR mixer for that. If we just put straw in it to begin with, like only straw, I think it kind of technically works. I don't know that we'll need a cow transport. We should be able. We're not going to be moving cows between barns or anything like that. We'll just have them delivered by the game itself. Pay a little bit of a fee, and that's not a big deal. We will need the milk transportation though. And then if we decide to do anything with manure, which possibly we will, although I think we can carry manure in that half pipe little trailer we got. Since we're not going to be spreading it, we're probably just going to be feeding it to the grapes. Just going to make those more efficient. Honestly, instead of selling the extra grape greenhouses, we might just set those to just auto sell as well. That way we're still getting something from them. They already exist. There's no reason to get rid of them. They can still get some value from them. All right, plenty of straw. I mean, this is going to be more than straw than we need for the cows for sure. We might actually end up having to sell some of this just to get it out of the way. That's 100,000 liters of straw right there. Wow. Could use a barn, but it's It's not super expensive, so I'm kind of tempted to do it, but for right now, we're okay. We might need a barn at some point, though. How big is it? Kind of like it. Now that we know it exists, it's just such a nice little deal. It's a shed or a silo? I can't remember. It's just a shed, isn't it? Maybe it's a silo? There it is. 200 pieces. I mean, it's not too big. We could find a place to put. We could put it like way over here or something. Still have space for the cows in the middle. Yep, it could work. We could definitely drop some stuff off here. I mean, yeah, it's technically sets us back a little bit, but I kind of just like the idea of its existence. Any others that we have? We don't have access to any others at the moment. I mean, we do have like the hayloft itself, but probably gonna be just doing mostly bales anyway. Where would the cows fit? Let's just make sure we have space for the cows before I plan on putting that down. We're probably just gonna go with this smaller one. We don't need much. Probably something like that would be fine. So yeah, that barn over there on the far end would be actually work just fine. Put it right over here. I'm going to give us a little space between this and the pre-made road there, just in case we have to smooth it out a little bit and make it not look stupid. Let me just try to rotate better here. I don't know, something like that. Oof, that did some damage. Oh, that did a lot more damage than I was expecting. Oh, okay. Well, let's see if we can fix it. That's it's just hard to tell sometimes until you actually get in here, see what it's gonna do. It's very hilly over here. I mean, I'm not super worried about some of this. I'm just worried about the hill or the field. I think we can smooth out the field enough to make it usable, though. I think we salvaged it. Should be mostly smoothish over here. I think we're good. Problem, crisis averted. All right, well in that case, let's just fill this back up and go drop some stuff off over there. Actually, I'm probably gonna do that between episodes, and then I will bring you guys back once I've got all that stocked up, and we'll figure out what we're gonna do from there. But I do appreciate you guys watching. May God bless you, and I hope you join me again next time. Thank you and goodbye. I wanted to give a special shout out to the following channel members. Thank you so much for supporting the channel.